So we're here at the brand newly refurbished, it looks good, St John's Market now. We'll talk about why we're here in just a sec. A few years ago, about 5-6 years ago, I jumped out of a plane. Really, it's true. And the reason was I was doing it for charity, a very special charity linked with Radio City at the time, the Oliver King Foundation. Mark, you run the foundation.
Yeah.
Tell us about the Oliver King Foundation. What is it? And just fill us in on all the details.
Well, the Oliver King Foundation was founded after the sudden and tragic death of my 12-year-old son Oliver. 2nd of March 2011. Started off like a normal morning. Our Ollie's alarm went off. He got up. He went and got my other son Ben, and he come into our family room, as he called it, for his snuggle. He told me about the mischief he got up to the day before, and please believe me, there was plenty of that. And what his plans were for the day ahead. About 7:30, chaos in the house. Shirts ironed, shoes polished, packed lunches done, and away we went to school. I dropped Ollie off at 8:30 that day, and on the way in, he said, "Dad, I've forgotten my dinner money." So I thought, great time to wind him up. I said, "I've got no money on me, Ol." He said, "Dad, you know what? There's Jay, there's Saul, there's Taylor. I'll get £1 each off them, and you pay them back tomorrow." Anyway, tomorrow never came. 12 o'clock that day, I got a phone call to say that our Ollie had a seizure while he was in a swimming race.
So what was it that happened to him? Because he dived into the water, he was competing in this race, which he was winning, by the way, we've got to say that. Yeah. What happened to him in the water?
He had a seizure. His heart just switched off like a light switch. And it was down to a condition called SADS, or Sudden Arithmetic Death Syndrome. And we lose up to 19 young people a week to this, a week across the country. So it's big numbers we're losing. The government say my figures are wrong. They say it's 12. One is enough.
Exactly.
One is enough.
2012, you set up the foundation.
Yeah.
What was your aim? What was your mission?
Our mission was to legislate this, which makes it law, that wherever you see a fire extinguisher, a defibrillator will be above it, and relevant staff and people who use wherever schools, sports areas, would be trained in the use of them. But you know what? It's just awareness of what they do. The training is no big deal. It's just awareness. So we wanted the awareness campaign to come out.
You've managed to get this defibrillator into every single school in Liverpool,
yeah,
which is fantastic. And I remember back then when I jumped out of that plane, that was your mission to get it into 5 or 10 schools. You've managed to get it into every single school. So how many lives have you saved in the process?
We put over 1,200 defibs out and saved 12 lives.
That is amazing. And in Liverpool now, you're also putting them into other places, hence why we're here today at St John's. You've just put your first defib into St John's Market.
They need to go into public buildings, where the public are, where the footfall is. This doesn't discriminate. This is a silent killer. Anyone that's walking past us today or walking around here today could have this. It's genetic. I've got the gene, my other son's got the gene.
I presume as well though, these defibs, it's not just for that condition. Obviously it could be anything. It could be a heart attack, it could be anything at all really. If you need it to save a life, that will do the job. And we need people to get in touch, donate, do what they can to try and help and raise some money. But it's about raising awareness and kind of spreading that message as well, isn't it?
Of course, yeah, of course. I mean, as I said earlier on, this doesn't discriminate. This will take anyone, anywhere, at any time across our country. And as parents, as human beings, we need to be aware of what's happening around us.
Where can we find out more information, Mark?
The Oliver King Foundation. You can get on the website, contact the office. We'd love people to fundraise. We work with them. We've just been with Sainsbury's in Walton Village for the past 12 months. We were their nominated charity. I've done a 75-mile bike ride. Oh my word.
Not as bad as jumping out of a plane. So I'm not giving you that. No way.
Nearly though.
Hearing you and listening to you today, I would do it again, mate. I really would. And I'm quite sure your Oliver would be very, very proud of what his dad's done. So big congrats.
Thanks,
and let's keep it going. Check out the website, all the info online, theguideliverpool.com. Mark, thank you.
Thank you. Thanks for your time, Jack.